What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video of price action trading, and welcome back to 2021. And boy, oh boy, we started with a beautiful downtrend. Look at this day. I mean, trading today was like taking candy from a baby. It was really that simple. If you see the day like this, huge downtrend, you only have to be looking for reasons to sell. You cannot be picking bottoms. You cannot be looking to go long, even though it might be very tempting that we are oversold and market is gonna reverse any minute. You cannot fall for that trap. You have to be sticking with your shorts. EMA is pointing down. EMA is rejecting prices 90% time of the day. And so me personally, I had a very good day today, which is good because actually I had quite a bad day. Which day was it? I think it was December 30th. I had not a great day. I lost some money here, but you can see a lot of stems, a lot of choppy congestions. It is a trading range, but it's a small trading range. You're just working lower and lower, nothing really much happening. So I really do want to trade the low volatility, but I tried it and I lost some money. So I definitely didn't trade the 31st. But how to trade the day like this? Basically, of course, follow the rules. Second entries at the key entry points and failed second entries at the key entry points. This is the main goal we are trying to find in the day like this. But we also have to realize that we can bend rules a little bit when the downtrend is huge. This is a massive sell-off, and you may not get a perfect second entries at the key entry point. So the days like this, it is quite worth it to sell a little bit aggressive setups. Even if you have if you even trip up a little bit and you have few losers, if you're mentally strong and you take every single setup, you will still end up, your win percentage will be gigantic. So just something to think about, that you don't have to strictly look for second entries at key entry points when the sell-off is huge like this. You can actually take some chance, and you also want to catch a few runners if you can, because if you catch runners, one or two runners on the days like this, man, the entire week, I mean, you're gonna be so comfortable trading because you know you've made some money earlier. So definitely try to squeeze those runners in. Definitely try to hold more runners when the day looks like this. And unfortunately, we don't get much days like this, like once a month. And let me say this: the rallies are usually not that strong. There is something in human psychology where people, they don't pay that much attention when the market is rallying higher, but once the market is selling off big time, people are starting to sell their positions. They're jumping on the board with the sellers. So sell-offs are much more massive, and they have much more potential. But let's start with the day, because the day definitely didn't start as a massive downtrend. It kind of caught me off guard. We started as a little bit of a trading range. We trade up higher, we trade up lower, we have a new high right here. Everything is so far right now pointing up. EMA is pointing up higher, we have a trend channel working up higher. First entry long, second entry long, failed. You don't want to go long, you're far away from EMA and key entry point. You don't want to go short because it is a bullish uptrend, so just sit on your hands. Now you get to key entry point, but now it is a third entry and that's not really a setup, and so it's not worth to go long or short either, because now you have this downtrend in play and you can see how nicely prices are fading in. So you have to respect that as well. So you pretty much cannot do anything here. And this was the first trade that I marked. Even though I didn't take this trade, I still think it is a good setup, because this downtrend is now so valid. It is a fourth touch off the trend line below the EMA and a nice bearish bar. I think the downtrend is now more prevalent than the uptrend. But nevertheless, a little bit more aggressive. Prices traded out lower. We had a massive overshoot. Not massive, just a decent overshoot. And I was kind of expecting a bounce higher here. And we have a new low right here. And we have a first entry short, pull back, second entry short. But we cannot take that because we have this correction working up higher. And we spiked through the EMA and we are now above the EMA. So it is a second entry short. But you have to be a little more patient. Now we have a break and attempt to make a new high. But this is looking like a nice bullish reversal bar. And this is looking sort of like a reversal pattern. We have a failed second entry short. We are above the EMA. But this is what I mentioned in my video when I was talking about reversals, that people, they try to go long way too early. They try to concentrate way too early. We don't have a new low yet in place. So this downtrend is still hasn't played out yet. We still need to wait for a new low. So this is why the break of a trend line, like a lot of people teach on YouTube, is not big enough reason for us to go long. And you can see you would have gotten trapped. And this is how you know this was a trap. And this is why I put my limit order in this bar, because I was contemplating taking this trade myself, because this is like nice failed second entry short on the EMA. This is very tempting. If you're a little bit careless and you're not paying attention to price action rules, you probably would have gotten tripped up. So this is why I placed my limit order here, because I knew that a lot of bulls going to be trapped. So many people got trapped, and you can see, and I actually missed this trade, unfortunately, because it happened so quickly. The market just sold off so quickly, so I missed this trade, unfortunately. And at this point, we have a break and a new high. So you know what's most likely going to happen. What's going to happen? Yes, you guessed it. We're going to have a most likely a correction or a possibly a full-blown reversal. So we have a trend working up higher. We have a break, attempt to make a new high. This is a first entry short, second entry short. But we cannot take the second entry short because we already have a break and a new low. And we don't have a new high. And we have a pullback and one more attempt to go higher. And this is very similar to this setup, because this is a failed second entry short, big bullish bar, failed second entry short. But look how they ticked one tick higher and instantly sold off. Nice big bearish reversal bar. It was very tempting to go short here. My hand was very itching to take this short, but you know, it's not according to our rules, and we may still, expect a reversal from here. So I was still a little bit hesitant to take this, but it is a very similar trap to this one, because it looks like failed second entry short, but they actually trapped the bulls who are trying to go long way too early. We are still below the EMA, and this is not a reversal pattern yet. So this is once again how the video about reversal patterns. We cannot go long here, even though we have a new low. This is not a reversal pattern. This is not a high probability setup. But from this point on, since the EMA held and we didn't rally up higher as we should have, this is the first sign that the trend working lower is starting to be valid. From this point on, I was starting to thinking that this downtrend is valid, and this was the first trade that I took today. It is a second entry short, nice beautiful bearish bar. It is not close to the EMA enough for my liking, so a little bit of aggressive, but it is a second entry short. And like I said, when the downtrend is really strong, you're not even going to make it to key entry point. So I bend the rules just a little bit, just a tiny bit. It is a second entry short. That's a strong enough indicator for me to take the chance. And you can see the downtrend is starting to be strong big time. First entry, very tempting. Once again, you can make a case to take this. It is off the trend line in the EMA, and once again, this is as well off the trend line and off the EMA. Very tempting, and this is almost a form of second entry. This is on this chart. This is just a first entry on this chart because we didn't trigger lower. But if you go on a slightly lower time frame, this is like 2000 tick chart. So if you went to 1500 tick chart, we would have first entry short, pullback, second entry short. We would have clear 2 legs higher. So, but you know, we are not trading multiple time frames. We are only focusing on one time frame, because if you trade multiple time frames, you can actually get tripped up very quickly, and you can miss a lot of good setups when the market is moving fast. So if you see these people trading, watching 10 monitors, don't believe that these guys are profitable. A lot of these guys, they're just selling the dream because it looks cool to have 10 big monitors in front of you. It looks like the day trading goal, but it's just a dream. They're selling you hope. That's what it is. Stick to one market, stick to one time frame preferably, and you're going to be much successful because you're going to learn that one time frame. Nevertheless, almost a second entry short, very tempting. And once the market sold off from this point on, this is a valid downtrend. This right here, this was the first indication that downtrend is valid, and definitely here, big leg down. Once again, we didn't even close higher above the EMA and above the trend line. This is a clear sign that now you have to be only looking for longs. Officially, bears are stronger. There is a bearish imbalance, and you have to be thinking going short. And here we have a cookie cutter setup according to our rules. Perfect. First entry short, second entry short, break, new high at the key entry point at the EMA. Very easy setup. A lot of you can recognize this setup. You've been watching me for a few months already. Exactly according to our rules, in and downtrend, everything is pointing lower. Second entry short, you just have to follow. You have to be mentally strong, and you cannot be scared to take these trades. You really cannot be scared to, you know, pull the trigger, because there's just so many setups available these days, this downtrend, that you have to be mentally stable and be willing to pull the trigger. And there's just a bunch of first entries, which you can make a case taking them, it would have worked, but you know, I don't like taking those trades at the lows of the day. This is what I like, and this is what will get tripped up a lot of new people as well, because now it's looking like a market is reversing, and the trend may, now at this point it looks like this trend is reversing now. Look at this, look at the far right side of the chart. At this point on, it looks like, okay, we've missed all this downtrend and now we are reversing. This is very common sense like thinking, because market is proving us that we're going higher. Same way if you're selling the lows of the day, this is common sense. Market is telling us and proving to us that the market is selling, but we have to be thinking, we cannot use common sense. This is why a lot of smart people fail in trading. We have to use trading sense, that selling as high as you can in the correction, in the downtrend, is the highest probability setup you can get. So don't be afraid to sell as high as you can during these corrections, because that's exactly how the market operates. So we are working higher, we shoot through EMA, we have a break, fuel X to a new high right here, we have a new high right here. So this short-term trendline bullish correction is over at this point on. So we can now safely start again be looking for longs, because this is a huge downtrend. First entry long failed. It is only first entry, but I took this trade and I liked it, because the market is so weak at this point that I was afraid I'm not even gonna get a second entry. Pullback, second entry long, exactly according to our rules. New high, first entry long, second entry long, failed. EMA is holding, beautiful reversal bar. And even if you are scared at this point, the market was so generous today that it gave you even, I mean, it doesn't get that easier. It doesn't get any easier. New low right here, first entry short, pullback, trigger higher, second entry short. I mean, this was as easy of a setup as it gets. So I hope, if for you folks who are trading the same market as me, I hope you had a good day today, because truly we have to take advantage of these days. We have to make as much money the days like this, because it doesn't get much easier. It really doesn't. And then we have a, once again, according to our rules, new low right here, first entry short, second entry short at the EMA, small little bar. We have to pull the trigger and take this. The market is so weak and selling off big time. And this pattern is actually very similar to this pattern. We have a bullish correction working up higher, like here, break, fuel X to new high, break, fuel X to new high. It was very tempting to take this trade, because it is very similar to this trade. But you never know if you're gonna make one more leg higher and push a little bit higher. So I think waiting for this lower high is much better, because this is a repeat pattern of this one. You push through the EMA, you pull back. Here you push through the EMA, you pull back, and the trend line is holding, confirming the trade for you. This is a lower high according to our rules as well, and you can see market is now reversing a little bit, which is not uncommon. The market is not gonna sell off indefinitely. It's definitely there have to be some corrections, and there, you know, we need to get still some bulls in the market. But what a fantastic day. I had a really great day. I don't want to brag or anything, just want to tell you guys that it is very doable, especially the days like this. And this type of day is actually the day where, when I was starting out trading and I had the bad days, I remember this, I was still on the simulator. I had 3 losing days in a row, and then the day like this came and I made it all back, and I even gained more money. And when that happened, that gave me hope that I can actually one day do this, that it just happened. If I just wait for this one good day, I can actually make, you know, a good income and live even for entire month just on this one day, if you catch a few good runners, because all these runners, they're fairly safe and they can give you so many points. It is really worth it. It will completely change the math on your trading, on your results. It will completely change everything if you just are mentally capable enough and disciplined enough to take these trades, because a lot of people, they're probably scared. And this is what happened to me, that I was thinking when I was starting out that I already missed this. You know, I was thinking that the market cannot go lower. There's no way the market is still gonna go lower. I already missed this. There were all these good trades and I already missed them. There is no way it's market gonna go lower. And yes, it actually will go lower. And this is why the trading is so hard, because it's completely against our common sense. If it looks like it's not gonna go lower, it is going lower. And if it looks like it's gonna reverse every time from these lows, it's not gonna reverse. It's gonna continue going lower and lower. So yes, very good day. I'm glad to be back. 2021. I missed the good volatility, and I just, you know, make me cherish trading, because I'm quite addicted to trading and to analyzing the charts like this. So too bad I didn't record the live here, because it would have been, I mean, you guys probably would not even believe me how good of a day I had. You would have thinking that this was rigged or something, but truly great day today, and I hope you guys had the same day. So I'm not going to ramble off too much. Hopefully 2021 is going to be good. Hopefully the lockdowns will end, and I wish you guys safe trading. I'll see you guys next video. Bye guys.